I'm not sure if David Barrett ever made it through the traffic on 280. Did he? David Barrett? We've never spoken.
No, we haven't.
Now, this never happens because I talk to all the vendors that show before, so this is going to surprise me.
It's true. This is completely legit right here.
This is completely legit. I've never met him, talked to him, seen this or anything. What is it in 15 seconds?
So Expensify does expense reports that don't suck. Do you ever have to file expense reports?
All the time, and they do suck.
Yeah, well, ours don't. And we do that by importing your expenses and your receipts from your credit cards and mobile phones, submitting expense reports through email, reimbursing everything entirely online.
Cool.
And so I think...
It's available now?
It's totally available on all these different phones, glorious phones, I might even say.
Yes, you're putting up 4 phones,
yes,
I see.
Yes, just to show them all off.
Android, iOS.
Yeah,
BlackBerry.
and so, but rather than hearing it from me, I think you should hear it from George Takei. Could we cut the video?
All right. See, I know I didn't talk to you now because I would have talked you out of this video. All right, video up, please. Video's up. Sound up, please.
Business cards.
Oh, sound down.
And track expenses.
Can
All right,
just tell
that's
us
enough, George Takei, I think.
wanna
Yeah,
just tell
so
us what we
basically,
said?
what we're doing here is we've got this app. You take a picture of a receipt. You can type in the information about the receipt. But we also have this really interesting scanning feature. So we can read all the information automatically off the receipt. Now, we actually have a back-end website with all sorts of cool stuff. It'll upload to our servers. It'll scan. We'll read the information off of it. You can go to the website and do all sorts of cool and amazing stuff with the expense report, get reimbursed, and of course, there's even more amazing stuff for your accountant and everything like that. Just because we do scanning, we're like, well, might as well also do business cards. And so same basic deal, take a picture of the receipt, upload to the business card. It'll upload to our servers. We'll read the email address, the phone numbers, and all that stuff. We figure the best way to invite people to a scanning service is just to scan a business card. And so we have apps for iPhone, Android, BlackBerry, Palm, WebOS, or Palm.
We're working on
Windows
WebOS?
Phone. No, we have WebOS.
Yeah.
I know, it's crazy.
Yeah,
I'm the only guy in this room that has a Palm Pre. It's amazing.
Q-Taps
yeah, that's right.
on WebOS.
But I think one thing that's really helpful is we actually have, the reason we can do this is we built our own cross-platform library. Now, I know that like AppSelevator, PhoneGap, everyone's into that.
Really.
Yeah,
a lot of people do
We
it.
built our own. And so now, because it's no use having a cross-platform library if you don't have a bunch of platforms. And so we actually build our own. So now we get native performance, but we also get the benefit of write once, run everywhere. So it's pretty awesome, and that's what lets us have all these different phones and now our glorious collection of phones up here on the screen.
All right. It's always been open to you. Do you have any questions from the audience? Because I have a couple. There's one right there. Currency conversion.
So we support about 158 currencies. We maintain all the historical tables going back for years, log the expense on a particular day. We will convert it at the day, the closing rate for that particular day.
Any other questions?
Yeah, so actually we found that we've got tons of users that go abroad. So for example, I'll grab the Windows Phone here. One of the
You're using Windows Phone 7 Mango?
This thing's awesome. I mean,
I've heard that HTC phone is very, very fast.
It's super beautiful. It just works really great.
You should take a picture of this
phone.
You
could.
Yeah.
It's the only one you're ever going to see.
Yeah.
But yeah, and so
that's probably true.
And so a nice thing about this is for international travel, if that's your concern, oftentimes you have really,
I can't see it. Let's just push this up.
Oh, got it. Yeah. Well, oftentimes with the international travel, you actually don't have your any Wi-Fi access or anything. Oh my gosh, this is the smallest Elmo in the world.
Yeah,
anyway.
It's all right.
There we go. And so now if you take a picture with our phone, it'll actually have an offline mode, so you don't have to worry about paying any sort of exorbitant roaming rates. Yep, that's my phone. Anyway, you can imagine what it looks like to take a picture with a phone. You've probably seen it before. But the nice thing is, so you can upload it when you get back to the States or into a Wi-Fi cafe, whatever it is. And so international support, we're all over that.
So you go to Barcelona for Mobile World Congress in February,
Yeah,
and that expense report took me like too long.
So what are you using? Excel, Concur? What are you guys using?
I'm using the Oracle.
Oh, that was the inspiration for Expensify right there.
Because it's so bad.
It was so bad.
It is so
just
bad.
So bad.
Oracle expense program that I was using.
Yeah, well, I feel the pain. I think we've all felt the pain.
I feel the pain too. I used to work at Oracle. I'm like making fun of their products.
Well, come over to the Expensify world. It's a good world over here.
Yeah, how long has this been out?
Let's see. I launched the company in 2009.
How do you make money?
We charge subscriptions. I know it's totally radical in this world.
Subscription-based?
It's amazing. So it's completely free for individuals, for very small businesses. It's free to submit, free to upload, free to do everything. There's a certain quota of free receipts and for receipt scanning, but it's always free to upload them. And then we've got features for enterprises and so forth. So pretty much it's free for everyone except for people who need fancy features.
Yeah, like the enterprises.
Yeah, exactly.
That's through the enterprise that I had to use that
And they pay
Oracle
through the nose, so it's great.
They do pay. They pay a lot. Yeah. So what's the subscription cost?
So it's $5 per submitter per month with the first 2 free. So we only charge for activity-based. So if you have like 100 employees and only like 25 submit expense reports, you only pay for those guys. And then plus we've got a bunch of accounting features. We do direct deposit reimbursement, pretty much everything you'd expect.
All right, you've got about a minute left. Anybody out in the audience?
So does anyone have their own expense report nightmare story? Yeah, I'm sure everyone does. Yeah, exactly. And here's yours, Seth.
Yeah, well, this is the Happy Holidays as of AppShow. How can people use this around the holidays?
So one thing we find is that oftentimes for businesses especially is in the holiday season is buying gifts for clients. If you wanted to buy gifts for Expensify, for example, you could use Expensify to get them reimbursed with your employer. But basically, anything in terms of going to business trips, buying stuff for the office, buying gifts for clients, whatever it is, you can help you get reimbursed for that.
All right, that's very exciting. You've got 30 seconds left. Is there anything you want to? Oh, question right there.
Question.
Always go to the audience.
Yes, we have servers that float up in the cloud.
He's storing this in the office. How is this protected?
The cloud servers are guarded by vultures. And so no, we're PCI compliant. We have a real back-end financial integrations. We have got partnerships with real banks, and so it's real financial technology.
All right, thank you very much, David Barrett.
Thank you so much.
Nice to meet you.
And you.
We didn't talk, you don't call, but now I've heard of Expensify. It's even on Mango.